my chat bigger, please? What's going on? Huh. Okay, now I'm not present at all. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Guess I'm on now. All right. Make sure this looks okay. One of these days I'll actually get an official setup with all this. More official, stabler setup with all of this. No. Oh my gosh. This thing's so loud. There we go. All right. So there's that. And one more little check. Sorry, guys. And we'll get to cardio. Okay. All of them are there. My screen is centered. Let's do this. Woo, that took longer than I thought. I have a verse to read. I was missing something. So I have Proverbs chapter 12, verse 11 today. I just love the book of Proverbs. It's probably it is my favorite book of the Bible. I'm not going to say maybe anymore. But anyway, Proverbs 12:11 says, "He who tills his land will be satisfied with bread, but he who follows frivolity is devoid of understanding." So I like that one. I like to remember that one to remember that I need to put in the work. Hence why I'm doing cardio early in the morning. Earlier in the morning. I already had one class. They already got their work in. So we'll work out in before my next session. But I do like that verse just as a reminder to make sure I'm not being lazy in the sense of I see what needs to be done and I actively choose not to do it. And that's different than, like postponing it, saying like, oh, I really need to work out today, but let me make sure that I go to work. I really need to get paid. It's more of like, oh, I really need to work out, but, I just want to continue to watch this show on Netflix. There's a difference there, Let's see, Tuesday, someone came on and we were talking about like age, like how age is just a number. It's just a matter of what are you doing with your time. So I think that's that proverb is a good, segue from Tuesday into talking about, what we do with our time. We only have so much time on this earth. We don't know how much, but are we using it wisely? Are we using it well? Are we using it to develop into the person that we want to be? So not say that Netflix isn't part of that. You got to rest. You got to chill out and unwind. But just making sure that the proportions of them are equal, right? The Olympics are on. All I want to do is sit down and do that and just watch the Olympics. But I can't do that. I still got to work. I still have errands to run. I still have laundry to fold. So it will have to wait. So I'm doing cardio for 30 minutes. Just getting that heart rate up there. Trying to stream more often too. Been streaming mostly on Twitch. If you want to follow me on there, we have a good community going there. Everybody shows up. They support one another. We talk through things going on in our lives, you know. So that's been really nice, having some camaraderie there. And then expanding it out to Facebook, YouTube. That way my Facebook crowd, gets a better idea of what I do, where my headspace is when it comes to health and exercise. Same thing for YouTube. This also helps me stay more accountable, you know, to my own workouts. So talking with a client about that this morning. Sometimes you just got to find the thing that works for you, that helps you stay consistent. So this has been it for me. Last year was really crazy, really busy, very busy, a lot of moving parts, and exercise went by the wayside more so than I would have liked. So now by streaming, I've got it locked in place at least 4 days a week. So that way I know I'm getting my movement in, I'm showing up, I'm being the kind of person that I want to be when it comes to exercise. So that's been really helpful for me. You just got to find the thing that works for you. If you're able to get some cardio equipment, and I know it's not on camera, but this bike has been great. There's been more affordable cardio equipment out there nowadays. You know, you might have to spend over a little bit, $100, but put some money aside over time, buy a piece of cardio equipment, and change your life. And you can watch Netflix and do your cardio. You have the best of both worlds. So that's what I'm hoping for here. I might do some streams where I'm playing video games and I'm on my bike, you know. Probably won't stream those on Facebook, just Twitch. But find the thing that works for you, that helps you to be consistent. That's the name of the game. If you're watching, feel free to hop in the chat. I am a personal trainer and nutritionist, behavior health coach, orthopedic exercise specialist, corrective exercise specialist. So, got a lot of names. But anyway, I might be able to answer your question. I'll do my best. So feel free to ask a question. If you just want to chat, that's A-okay too. Definitely passes the time for me. Hopefully you get something out of it too, right? That'd be good. Or if you have a fun story to tell, you tell a fun story. Mashed Potato Tower. I was wondering if you're going to be on today. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. Day 1 of shadowboxing. Let's go. I'm really bad at it. I actually thought of you yesterday. My husband was kind of sort of on my stream yesterday on Twitch, and he was actually doing a little bit of shadowboxing. So I was like, gotta put it on there. Is that day 1 of shadowboxing for you? Or are you saying I should be doing that? I need to learn better technique first, or else it'll just look sad. Me, okay. Whew. Yeah, I actually did talk to my husband about that though, of do more kickboxing, learning kickboxing. So hopefully we can get that on a stream. He typically works out Thursday mornings, but he's not out there today. On work days, I should say. He's usually out there in the mornings. Are you doing a workout today, Mashed Potato Tower? Almost 8 minutes in here. Whew. Starting to get the heart rate up. That's good. Actually, it was up earlier than that, but really feeling it now. I do seriously need to learn more kickboxing. One of my nieces has been doing it with him when she comes over. So maybe I can hop in with her. She's taller now. She's almost as tall as me. So we might be pretty good partners. So we can get some good sparring in. That'd probably be good. Woo. All right. We got 4 viewers now. Good deal. How's everybody doing on this fine Thursday morning or evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world? Depends on where you are. I'm glad that we're getting some warmer weather. It used to be like in the 50s today. Definitely better than 20s. I'll take that any day over 20s. Hopefully I'll get some outside time, a little bit of sunshine. Get to be a lizard for a little bit. Whew. Trying to think of some other ways that helps people be consistent with exercise. You know, that verse that I read today, you know, people that till their soil will be eating bread later. People that are putting in the work will be reaping the benefits of it, you know, over time. That delayed gratification versus those that just want to live life, not think about consequences. They live for the moment all the time. Not say that's, you know, you should always live in the moment, but, you know, having fun all the time isn't necessarily good for us. There's times where you got to buckle down and do the work. So, in our modern day, it's really easy to put exercise on the wayside because it's hard, it's difficult. We have a lot of creature comforts nowadays, so it's easy to sit down and watch TV, read a book, watch reels. It's way easier sitting on a bike for 30 minutes and panting for 30 minutes, sweating for 30 minutes, or do some weightlifting. But it's worthwhile. We reap the benefits of that. And not just physical, mental benefits, emotional benefits, dare I say spiritual benefits. And science, you know, backs all these things up. Reading a whole book about the mental and emotional benefits right now called Spark by Dr. John Rady, I believe. So there's a lot of science to back it up. The benefits of movement, not to say that has to be like formal exercise. Again, like in Proverbs, this guy's tilling his garden. He's tilling his farm. That's work. That's hard. That gets your heart rate up. Gets your muscles going. You have some resistance training in there. If you have a rock stuck in the ground, you got to pull that thing out, you know? So unless you're a blue collar worker, most likely we're not getting the movement that we need every day. We have these machines that are doing a lot of work for us. Like, I think about laundry a lot. You know, washing everything by hand. That's hard. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, but it's work. It takes a lot of movement, a lot of arms. So, what are some ways we can find movement in our modern day with a lot of creature comforts? It's like we have to seek out that purposeful suffering. All right. Almost halfway through. Good deal. Get my brain juices going with this cardio too, so you guys have to deal with my rambling. Unless anybody wants to hop in the chat. I'm welcome to hear other people's thoughts as well. You know, what's worked for you to help you stay consistent with exercise. We can learn from each other too. You never know what you're doing might help someone else as well. So what helps you be consistent? What are those things that helps you make sure you're putting in the work so that way you can get the nice payoff later? Group classes are another way to do that. That's a good chunk of what I do. People like to be together. It's a lot easier to work out when you're with a group. People know when you're gone. You know, one of my classes, they've had some number of very different health things going on. One of my longest running classes, we really miss it when just one of us is gone. Well, the dynamic is different. It's like it's definitely a whole, and so that camaraderie definitely helps out a lot. Anybody in my Facebook crowd, you guys are most likely my local people. If you guys are interested in classes, let me know. I got spots in my 5:30 a.m. class that runs Monday through Friday. We do strength training 3 days a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then some core and mobility on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I also have an 11 a.m. class at Drake Creek Golf Club at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. So we're throwing some more cardio in there in that one. Let's see what else do I got. Oh, lunch class. I got a lunch class at 12. Very quick burst of energy, 12 to 12:30, just 30 minutes. It's a great way to kind of be reinvigorated in the middle of the day. Get a good workout in. Know that you got it done. So I got options. Of course, there's private training if you don't like groups, but you know you need the accountability. I do have private training as well. Another very valid option. Private training usually gets where you want to go faster. It's more personalized to you and your goals. You get more attention from me, so I can really watch your technique. So, and it's another great way if group classes are really too intimidating, then just having one person around, you know, where I teach, it's very private. People are not like walking by and looking in, you know. So there's that option as well. Good sweat on now. It's good. Nice little detox. I'm glad to get this cardio in the morning. It's only day 2 of me doing this, but glad I don't have to come home, get it in later, and still feed the dogs and make dinner and all that. One of the other benefits of an earlier workout, you kind of get it done before the world wakes up. Don't have to worry about it later. It's great. Got 5 miles down as well, so that's cool. I think I did about like 7-ish on Tuesday. Mashed Potato Tower on the chat here asked me a good question, a couple of questions on Tuesday, so that got me all fired up. So probably went a bit further than I am right now. Fired up in a good way. I got really pumped up. Getting that breath flowing. Approaching the 20-minute mark. About 10 more minutes to go. I do have a whole bookcase behind me of the books. There's some that I haven't read yet. Well, those are all on the floor. That way, make sure I read them. Is anybody readers out there that's watching? I'm always looking for good book suggestions. Always looking for a good book recommendation. Fiction or nonfiction. I do a lot of nonfiction, but getting more in that fiction world here lately. A friend gave me a bunch of, I forgot the author's name, but it's like the Emily Wilde series. It's like Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, I think. It's the first one. Really good. In her words, a cozy read. I would agree. Like, there's conflict in there, but not a lot. And really good world building. So that's nice. Some good banter between the characters. This has been very entertaining. It's been a good read for my car rides. All right. About 9 minutes to go, almost. I'm reading Spark, one about exercise, how that helps brain health in particular. Huge reason why I'm glad cardio is back in my life. I could tell it was something I was missing for my brain. Helps me think more clearly. Cardio is really good at helping you process emotions too, especially when you feel stuck. Like if there's a situation you don't really know what to do about, if you feel powerless, hopeless, going out for a walk, especially outside. If you can get outside in the fresh air and the sunshine, it's even better. Do what you can. You know, I'm in the inside on the bike right now. Do what you can. It can help you with that processing a lot, especially with that powerlessness feeling. Cardio is something you can do. Is it within your power, your choice to do it. So it gives you that little sense of control. And that's nice. But it also gets blood flowing to the brain, the muscles. You get the endorphins going. So it just makes you feel better overall. With that extra blood flow comes more oxygen too. So it just helps you process things differently, see different options that maybe you didn't see before. And sometimes in the past, I'm doing better now. In the past, I was really bad about whenever I felt that way, just kind of clamming up, just sit in the fetal position on the couch, with a blanket over my head, that kind of thing, which isn't helpful. Wishing back then I got up and moved. Wishing that I went outside, played with the dogs, went for a walk, do something more productive. Not just productive, but to clear my headspace. I say sometimes if you're feeling kind of helpless as well, or you want to be helped, sometimes one of the best things you can do is go out and help someone else for the same reason. Gets you out of your head, helps you see things in a different light. That's one way, even though if there's not someone that's directly helping you, and there might be something that comes out of that too, when you help someone else, at least helps you think in a different direction. It's a way you can help yourself. And that's what a lot of exercise is, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Second greatest commandment, right? Hard to love others when you don't know how to love yourself. You can love others more effectively when you love yourself as well. They go hand in hand. I'm not very helpful to anyone, including myself, when I feel powerless and curled up on the couch with a blanket over my head. When I stay like that for 2 hours, Not say that you can't feel that way. Well, let me clarify that. You have permission to feel that way. Just don't stay there. That was my problem. I was staying there. That's not helpful. Reading the Psalms was really helpful for that, for me. Seeing, most of them were David, seeing David cry out in anguish, all these emotions that I think modern day Christianity says that, oh no, just choose joy. Push it under, push it down, bottle it up, That's not helpful. And it's not biblical, David really cried out. He really expressed his emotion. And he turned to the Lord, Even within that, he still, by the end of the psalm, would turn back to the Lord, praising him. And so just like being able to articulate what we're feeling, I think is part of the process. So don't bottle it up. I used to do that for a long time too. Not helpful. But I learned how to express your emotions in a healthy way, a helpful way. Definitely don't push it or sweep it under the rug. One of the worst things you can do. Find a safe space where you can talk to somebody that's trusted, that loves you. If you don't have that person in your life, therapy is a very valid option. I've done it myself. No shame in that game. Therapy is also nice because they teach you skills. A good therapist will teach you good skills to work with. They won't just sit there and listen to your problems. They'll help you learn how to overcome them in ways that are within your power. So, we're kind of all over the place with this chat now. I will wrap it up though with our Proverbs. Got about 4-ish minutes left, a little less than that. So Proverbs 12:11, talking about how the person that is tilling their garden, is tilling the soil, they're going to eat bread later. They're going to reap the rewards of their work, focused work. Whereas those that squander their time and they just do whatever they want, they're not going to get the benefits. They're going to be neglecting those things that they need to work on. So in our modern day, that's because we don't have a lot of movement naturally in our modern day world. We got to find ways to do that. So exercise, get some movement in there. That's one way we can work the farm. Acknowledging our emotions, meeting them head on instead of sweeping them under the rug. It's another way we can work the garden. In turn, that can go into, because usually our emotions are tied up with relationships. When we are learning how to manage our emotions well, that means we will be doing better with our relationships too. We're handling them better. Hey, Clem, how's it going? Good morning. Good afternoon, I guess, for you. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit. Hope you're having a good day. At the tail end of my cardio here. Good to see you on the chat early in the morning. About a minute and a half left. So, that work we got to do, Proverbs 12:11 talks about, it's physical, it's emotional, it's relational, it's spiritual. It's good stuff. About to pick up the middle son. All right. Good deal. Whew, good deal. Is the eldest son, is he later in the day? Final minute here. Picking up the pace. About 20 seconds. All right. Oh, there's my 30. Goes bye-bye. Oh, nice. That's cool you can do that. Talking about getting movement in your day, right? That's great. Sorry, I'm gonna get this heavy breathing under control. Does he enjoy biking around? Do some stretching here. Good old quad stretch. A lot of quads with cycling. Hi. Love you. You leaving now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Have a good one. You too. Love you. Oh, wait. What you got? That's what 99% of high schoolers does. He does what everyone else does. That's so cool. And that's right. You said cycling is really super popular and common, right, in the Netherlands. So I guess that is literally what everybody else does. So it's not really a matter of like or dislike. It's just what is. At least it's doing something. That's good. It's nice to have a culture like that too. Like, we don't see many cyclists at all where we are. There is one guy that rides a bike around. There's a golf course nearby, so he, I think he cycles around there most of the time. The cars are not used to cyclists on the road. I think there is some big race that goes through our town, just like on the route that we're on. Oh. So that's about it. They had sidewalks here. We do this hamstring stretch here. They used to have sidewalks, but they took a big chunk of them out. I don't know why, because people do use them all the time. And people that walk to work. We have a couple dollar stores in town, or a teeny tiny town. They do walk. My cardio felt good today. I needed that. Got another long day ahead of me. As we all do, right? I'm not alone in that. Oh, these hamstring stretches just felt so good lately. All right. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I got to take a shower and get on to my next class. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully you got something in my ramblings today. But you all have a good one. And I'll see you Monday. Yeah, Monday. See you, Clem.